I think we're about ready to get started. Appreciate everyone coming out another Blue Ribbon Day here in the Land of Enchantment, in the heart of our city here on Civic Plaza. I'm Dave Simon, I'm your Parks and Recreation Director, and I'm so excited about today's announcements that it will be forthcoming here. You know, we have an old and historic city that is constantly growing and evolving and making itself new all the time. And that is part of what we're going to be announcing today, that a venerable, iconic event in our city, the Duke City Marathon, continues to evolve and grow and get better to make our community better. So I'm excited. You're going to hear from several speakers here today, including our Mayor Tim Keller, Duke City Marathon founder and race director Tico Navarro, and the director of marketing Henry Varela. We'll also hear from the mayor of the village of Los Ranchos, Lawrence Rael, from Kyle Stepp, who coordinates the Albuquerque Run Clubs. And with that, I'd like to turn it over to our mayor, Tim Keller.
You thought it couldn't happen. That was Pat Montoya special. All right, well, you know, there's this town's big enough for two mayors. We got. It's hard to believe. I know we're here to talk about the Duke City Marathon, but you know, Lawrence Rail worked here for, I don't know, 20 years, CAO on and off. So it's great to have him back at Civic Plaza, and of course, he's now the mayor of Los Ranchos, and we'll speak in just a moment. But let's see. I want to welcome everyone to this announcement, and of course. First and foremost, we just want to say, and I didn't know it was actually, it's the 42nd though, right? So happy 42nd anniversary and running for the Duke City Marathon. Round of applause to everyone who's a part of this. So the marathon is just 5 years younger than me, and which is another way of saying I remember it my whole life. And I know it's been through a lot of iterations. And we just wanted to take a moment this year to, one, honor the folks who have made it happen for so long through thick and thin. And so it is a core part of our city's sort of annual rhythm. You know, we've got, whether it's balloon, we have State Fair, Balloon Fiesta, et cetera, and then there's like the Duke City Marathon, and then there's kind of Halloween, and then there's luminaries, but like it is a tradition in many ways for us, just like things like the Balloon Fiesta. And our other amazing sort of summer is over and now it's fun tradition time season in Albuquerque. Now, I do run. I am not a marathon runner, so that shouldn't surprise anyone. But I do have shoes that I have to promo because Visit Albuquerque is helping us. So they have these new shoes you can buy, tennis shoes to celebrate Route 66 and the marathon. So we appreciate Visit Albuquerque for always promoting our city. And the nexus between the two is running a little bit along Route 66, which of course is its 100th anniversary. And so for the marathon this year, we're rolling out, I think, something that is in many ways long overdue. It's one of those, like, when you say it, it's like, didn't we always do that? Or why didn't we always do that? But other marathons, traditionally, they weave through, they're a tour of the city in and of itself. And there's also a ceremony and a festiveness along the whole route. And that's what we want to try. It'll take us a few years, but we want to try and level up the Duke City Marathon to other big city marathons. Because for runners and for organizers, it's always been that, and that's a great thing. But we think it should also be part of the fabric of the city, like physically, and of, in this case, the metro, which is why we're also going to weave through Los Ranchos. Because you may recall, Albuquerque is the city at the crossroads, and it's the crossroads of a lot of things, but in many ways, two historic roads, El Camino Real and Route 66. And now the route of the race is actually, or the marathon, I should say, is going to feature elements of that, and also go through Old Town, and even go through Civic Plaza. So that is so important, I think, for us as a city to celebrate it as viewers or as supporters or as family members, to be part of our city and our core areas to tell the story of our city. And also, if you're running and you're not one of the top 100 who's like trying to beat their time, you may also look around and say, I love the Duke City. And that's why we love the Duke City Marathon. So I also just want to give a shout out. The logos and symbols, you can see the old ones that are here. They're all iconic in their own way, which I love, including the font of like 1984. I mean, no one's used that since, and no one used it before. It's just an iconic 84. But this year, you see behind us, and it's just awesome. That is almost, I would argue, a piece of artwork in addition to the logo for the marathon. So we're very excited for it this year, and we'll walk through some of the more specifics, but it's gonna run through Paseo del Bosque Trail. It's gonna traverse, of course, Rio Grande Boulevard for about 5 miles into Los Ranchos. Then it's gonna also work its way to Duranes neighborhood and Old Town Plaza, and then it's gonna connect up to other parts of our community. And so we know there are 400 runners registered. That is awesome. We also know the participants range from 45 of the 50 states. So for marathon runners, this is always on the calendar. But we think we want to make it, again, that whole part of the regular cycle of marathons that you see, whether it's the Boston Marathon or the New York Marathon. And so that's part of also what we're working on. And we want families to be able to cheer on the runners in downtown, in Old Town, Rio Grande, Duranes, and all along Route 66. And so I think what I'm going to do next is hand it over to someone who absolutely needs an introduction. You know, you always say needs no introduction. This guy does, because he was the founder of this entire thing. Tico Navarro is with us. He's still in great shape. Please put it together for Tico Navarro, the founder of the Duke City Marathon.
Thanks, man. You got it.
Well, I don't know if I'm in great shape or not, but for my age, I'm still walking. I couldn't have said it better than what the mayor has described, what this event has meant for the city, and the city has meant for us. We're excited with the new marathon course. He's described it to you, and we wouldn't have it if it hadn't been for David Simon, the director of Parks and Recs, and for Susan Rice. We rode, I don't know how many miles looking for new routes, and it was his advice to go through Old Town, and with the permission of the village of Los Ranchos, we were able to go through there. I can't put it any better than he did. March and I, well, let me introduce my team. I call my team Marge, my wife, Cece, John Farrell, Carlos, Peter, Bert, and I'll introduce Henry in a little while. Let me just give you a little bit of history. We were here October 21st of 1984, right there with Mayor Kinney and the Duke of Albuquerque, the 18th Duke of Albuquerque. And I'm not going to ask you to remember the name or pronounce it, but his name was, or because he's passed away, Beltrán Alfonso Osorio y Díaz de Rivera, 18th Duke of Albuquerque. And he was here. He fired, at that time we had a cannon, and he fired the cannon and we took off. In the meantime, I want to express my gratitude to several people. Of course, the team that puts this event together, I call it a team. David Simon, who gave us all kinds of good ideas and a couple of little pushes, and we got there. Susan Rice, who helped a lot in just designing the course and getting the volunteers, the race crew, the flaggers, etc. Steve Pettingill, who with his assistants, there he is over there, his assistants have been able to go through like four permits. I couldn't have done it without his guidance, believe me. And of course, the Albuquerque Police Department, the Sheriff's Department for Bernalillo County, and a race crew. I call them the race crew. They're the volunteers. We have over 500, as you can imagine. Then I'd like to introduce Henry Varela, our Director of Marketing, who has been a runner all his life, resident of Albuquerque, 3 daughters who are avid runners, and he's very active in the running community, and a long time Duke City volunteer. Henry, please.
All right, thank you so much, Tico. And I know Henry's up next. I forgot 2 things. So I want to make sure, number one, we need volunteers. So just want to emphasize to everyone, so Dave, I'm going to tee you up too to say how to talk about that, because we're hoping to get a lot more runners, which means need a lot more volunteers. Also, I do just want to give shout outs. I'm going to do the Mayor's Mile, because I can crush it for a mile, and then I'm out. But our city councilor is here. He's quite a runner, so he may do a marathon. So good to see Joaquin Baca there. But now let's go ahead and get back to our speaking order. So thanks for letting me just finish that up. And so Henry Varela, come on up.
Stay for 1 second.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Good afternoon, and thank you. I had to lower this a little bit. As the mayor said, my name is Henry Varela, and I'm the Director of Marketing for the Duke City Marathon, and it's definitely great to be here, especially being just a little over a week out from the Duke City Marathon. I, of course, would like to start out by thanking the City of Albuquerque, Mayor Keller, of course, Mayor Rael, and Director Simon for your partnership with the Duke City Marathon. I would especially like to thank Mr. Tico Navarro, because without him, there would be no Duke City Marathon. Through Tico's leadership and incredible commitment, he has brought to the city of Albuquerque one of the largest independent races throughout the Southwest. That's a really big honor. Good job, Tico. As someone who loves running and has been a part of the running community my whole life, I am so proud to be part of this very special Duke City Marathon team. There are some exciting things we would like to share about this year's 42nd annual Duke City Marathon, which takes place, like I said, next Sunday, October 19th. We are proud to announce that the Duke City Marathon has 7 total races. You have your full marathon, which is a Boston Marathon qualifier. You have your marathon relay, the half marathon, the 10K run, 10K walk, 5K run, and the 5K walk. And, very exciting to be able to announce that as of right now, we have over 4,000 registered runners for all races, which puts us on pace to be one of the largest Duke City marathons ever. And with that being said, 2 of these races, the full marathon and 10K run, are on pace to have the largest field of runners in our 42-year history. You'll also be pleased to know that in addition to the new marathon course, your Duke City Marathon Board has added more entertainment throughout the course for our participants to enjoy. From mariachis to local DJs, our runners and walkers will enjoy an unforgettable atmosphere that makes every mile of the Duke City Marathon even more special. We are also proud to share that the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico continues, and I'll introduce you here shortly, to be the beneficiary of the Duke City Marathon, helping support programs that make a positive impact on the youth and families across our community. And I'd, of course, like to introduce Mr. Fred Slow of the Boys and Girls Club of Central New Mexico. The Big 5 Sporting Goods Duke City Marathon, and the mayor did mention this earlier, has become one of the city's premier events, standing proudly alongside the Balloon Fiesta and the New Mexico State Fair as celebrations that bring joy to our community. We want to remind everybody that regular registration closes on Wednesday, October 15th at midnight. So the great part is there's still time to register. By registering by next Wednesday, October 15th, this is your final opportunity to secure the lowest available pricing for the event, for each race. The other good part is if you happen to miss that deadline, participants can still register online through midnight Saturday, October 18th, right before race day. So there should be no excuses why nobody can still register to be a part of this, one of the biggest races that we've ever had. This year, we're also introducing a new feature where participants can pick up their race packets prior to their event on race day for added convenience. So we want to make it as easy for people to register and pick up their race packets. In closing, I'd once again like to thank Mayor Keller, Director Simon, Mayor Rael, and of course, the legendary Tico Navarro, because once again, without him, none of us would be standing here today, and Albuquerque would not be the proud home of the 42nd annual Big 5 Duke City Marathon presented by the City of Albuquerque. The future of the Duke City Marathon has never been brighter. And before I step off and pass it off to our next speaker, Mr. Rael, we got Mayor Keller here, and Tico, if you'll get up.
Oh, all right, if I can.
And let's come right up front. We want to present Mayor Keller with his official 42nd Duke City Marathon shirt. Matches the shirt perfectly.
Yeah, I love it too. It's like the right kind of shirt for this time of year. Perfect.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
And next we have coming up is Los Ranchos Mayor, Mr. Rael. Mayor Rael.
Well, thank you all very much. And Tico, just for everyone who's not familiar with how long you and I have been doing this event, as a former CAO for the city of Albuquerque, he reminded me that back in the days, he'd see my name on the signature authorizing the event to take place. And so it's always nice to welcome Tico and the marathon back every year to Albuquerque. And now we're fortunate that it's now part of the village of Los Ranchos as well. And so on behalf of our community, and we want to thank obviously Mayor Keller and the city of Albuquerque for partnering with us and giving us an opportunity to showcase the beauty and the rural nature of Los Ranchos, but also giving our runners, especially the marathon runners, some shade while they're running through the village, right? Because all the trees and all the open space gets you focusing a little bit more on the what I would call the meditation part of the run. But nonetheless, thank you, Mayor, again, and for including us. One of the things that's important, I think, as it relates to this event is we're part of a region. And Los Ranchos and Albuquerque and all the other surrounding communities, including the county of Bernalillo, we're all part of a group. And the fact that we're included, that also the Conservancy District, if you will, because the levees around the trail are part of the Conservancy District, et cetera, shows a real spirit of cooperation and a really good sense of leadership on behalf of the mayor and the city of Albuquerque. And so, again, I can't help but say thank you so much, Mayor, for that. And on behalf of our community, Kiko, congratulations on your event. This is an amazing event, and let's just make it bigger and better as we all continue to work together. Thank you.
And Mayor, if you'll stay right there, we got something for you as well. And we would also like to present.
Let's give it an orange. So
Can we get the orange?
Let's get the two mayors together.
Yeah. Got a picture here, or a shirt here from Mayor Rael.
Nice.
Pumpkin Clan.
Yeah, you go.
Hello friends, it's exciting to see the energy of the Duke City Marathon this year. And one of the aspects that we hope to grow with that is to be able to bring together the entire run clubs across the city to open up the weekend on Saturday. My name is Kyle Stepp. I'm an elite para-triathlete for Team USA and have the honor of bringing together our run club leaders from across the city. So over the past year, we launched the Run Club Collective, which is comprised of Run Club ABQ, Rosie's Run Club, Duke's Track Club, Native Women's Run, and Vivo Collective and Downtown Run Club. In 1 year, we've grown to over 6 run clubs. And so on Saturday before the Duke City Marathon, our friends at Run Club ABQ, that's run by Alonzo Armijo and Luli Martinez, are going to bring together all the run clubs to kick off the weekend. So on Saturday morning, right here on Civic Plaza, we're going to bring the same energy that we have on our collective nights, which started over a year ago, where we have 300 runners, and we take over the streets of downtown and have an unforgettable after party. And so our goal is to continue bringing that energy that our amazing leaders of the Duke City Marathon have brought to our city for 42 years and bring a whole new aspect to the weekend. So if you're looking to shake out the legs and get ready for your marathon, we'd love for you to join all the run clubs across the city for coffee at Little Bear and a little shakeout for a 1 mile, a 2 mile, and a 3 mile shakeout, running, walking, or whatever you might have in between. I'd love to welcome you all on the Saturday right before the Duke City Marathon. So thank you all.
All right, well, thank you to all our speakers. That last speaker, Kyle, just happens to be ranked 6th in the world right now in his chosen sports. 6th and heading up. So look for him at the 2028 Olympics, folks. And this is what Albuquerque can do. So I just want to thank everyone for being here. You know, we are consciously trying to grow the outdoor recreation sports economy in our city, and we're succeeding with it. In New Mexico, the outdoor recreation economy basically generates over $2 billion in impact and supports 50,000 jobs. And here in Albuquerque, we are executing a strategy that is building on our strengths. The beautiful weather and climate we have, the outstanding venues we have, the spirit of hospitality we have, and the incredible athletes we have to grow the outdoor recreation economy. Events like the Duke City Marathon have been fantastic for years, but they also have immense future potential. Marathons in this country, some of them generate $800 million a year for their local economy. Smaller ones like ours, as the mayor said, we can level up to the impacts of other mid-major marathons around our region. And I'm extremely excited about what this marathon is going to do. I think you're already seeing that this race is much more than a race. It is a tour of the iconic landmarks of our city packed into a 26.2 mile course. So these changes for the race this year are going to produce great satisfaction and joy for the runners. They're going to produce excitement for our residents, and they're going to produce tangible, positive economic impacts for our city today, this year, and going forward. This can't be done without partnerships. It's expressed right here, and we do need volunteers. Get involved in this fantastic race. Be a volunteer for the Duke City Marathon. It's as easy as going to cabq.gov and signing up through our volunteer portal. In conclusion, thank you again for everyone being here. We will see you in 9 days at the starting line right there. Thank you all for coming. Go Duke City.